날 구원할 거라면 just come kiss me and bite me.
Dang. Okay, what he's doing is something that's not actually super easy, and I absolutely I love this so much. All right, so I just came across Enhypen a couple months ago, and I was really impressed, and I was actually surprised because for a K-pop boy band, they actually do something a little different, and that's that they don't have rapping, I don't think, from what I heard. They are in just a vocal-only group. Now, I love vocals. I'm a music producer and a composer, but I really got into this because I just love instruments, and the vocals are an instrument, and they're one of the most important instruments. From what I've heard from Enhypen so far, they have some incredible vocalists. So I'm really excited to check out more of Enhypen and their music, but also I want to check out today some of their behind the scenes in the studio, because I think that is really where you really see the musicianship, and things are raw and they're getting through takes and just trying to figure out what parts to sing. It's the best way to get an idea for how talented a musician or a singer really is when they get in the studio. So today I just wanted to get down and dirty with what they really do in the studio, their vocal techniques, their recording equipment with the studios, and kind of break down about what makes them really amazing. Let's do. Ooh.
Come kiss me. 안녕하세요.
It should last a little longer. Producer suggestion. As a producer, our job is to get the vocalist to sing the song. That is at basic. An engineer and a producer's job is just to get the vocalist to sing the song, and we have to use whatever means necessary to get that. And so what he's saying there is to extend out a certain part. If a producer does his job and knows the song, then a vocalist will trust that producer and do what he says. We'll see. I think we'll see a bunch of different techniques used by the producer to really get the vocalist to do what is needed for the song. That is just one of them, just saying, hey, extend out this part. Simple, love it. Let's keep going.
날 구원할 거라면 just come kiss me and bite me.
Dang. Okay, what he's doing is something that's not actually super easy, and I absolutely I love this so much. He's going from his chest voice to a falsetto vibrato, then back to his chest voice. Well, that's just one phrase, one word is in falsetto, and that's called a jump up, and I love that. Just listen to that again.
날 구원할 거라면 just come kiss me and bite me.
He's a great vocalist.
약간 얍삽한
In an arrogant way. That's another term the producer's using to get him to sing the way that the producer wants. Sing it more arrogant. And yeah, that works. That tracks. I might have to use that at some point. Basically, the producer's saying, give me more attitude, give me more flair, and let's see what he does.
Bite me, 거라면 just come kiss me and bite me.
He's taken that word from the producer and turned it into more of like a breathy, edgier thing. It works. He got what he needed. Love it.
이거 헤드셋 쓰면 원래 빨개져요. 뜨거워져가지고.
Some vocalists do really like listening back to the recording while they're in the middle of it so that they can kind of redirect, figure out what needs to change, and continue on. Some artists don't want to hear anything they do and just like say, producer, deal with it. and then I just do. And that's what it is. Yeah, you gotta make sure your hair is right, because that really affects the tone of the microphone. All the songs in this album have high notes in general, so it was harder to emphasize the highlights than usual. There's some truth to that. When you're singing a higher note, you have to put more air and effort behind, especially for guys. You have to put more air and effort behind that note, and so you have less dynamics when you're singing up in the higher registers. And so what he's saying is very true. The more high notes, the less you can play with it, and the more you have to just hit that note head on. And so, yeah, emphasizing a note up in the higher registers is difficult.
'Cause I know you say me.
Yeah, struggling with those higher notes, totally normal. And it just takes time to get those things right. And what the producer's doing, which is really useful, is when he finishes his line, the producer then plays back into his headphones what he just sang. And what that helps to do is actually for the singer to self-adjust. Instead of the producer saying, hey, you didn't hit that note right, we'll oftentimes just play back what we just sang, and the singer can actually self-regulate and change what needs to be changed without me as a producer telling them that they're singing wrong.
'Cause I know you say me.
Yeah, that was way better. You see how he totally just like adjusted for himself after hearing it. Love it. What you're hearing there is what's called a warm-up routine. Every vocalist has one, and the purpose of a warm-up routine is just to loosen up your mouth, get your head in the game, and it just gets you in the right place. Every vocalist has a different warm-up technique. It gets goofy. It gets really goofy. An elaborate warm-up. Yeah, love it.
This blood's pumping crazy.
Dang.
'Cause I know you save me.
Dude, he's good. Some vocalists just shine.
Come here and get some.
Oh.
널 참이할 사이게. 널 참이할 사이게.
Wait, hold on. Is he like American? He definitely speaks English because his enunciation and pronunciation there was spot on.
그 사이킥 한번 해보는데
네.
그 사이킥이 킥이 좀 더 길었으면 좋겠어요.
네.
지금보다.
네. 널 참이할 사이게.
Dude, he's a rock star. I
해볼게요.
love his vocals.
Come here and get some. 널 참이할 사이게.
Enunciates so well.
널 참이할 사이게.
좋은 것 같습니다. 네.
수고하셨습니다.
Yeah, killer. He's so good. Even the engineer was surprised. What's happened? Oh my goodness. I love that. Yeah, sometimes sometimes a vocalist will just show up and blow it all out of the water. Like everything, the stars align, the microphone's perfect, levels are perfect, vocalist is just spot on, and it's just like, what just happened? That was magic. Those are the best moments in the studio and what we're always trying to get. But it's not always like that. And sometimes people show up a little sick, or they just eaten a spicy meal or something, and their vocal is like not it, or something on my end. Maybe I've got the headphone levels too quiet or too loud or something like that, and it's just not connecting. But that was a good take, and I think it's Jay here. Jay killed it.
네, 한번 해보겠습니다.
Okay, so they're recording improv parts. Improv, you either have it or you don't. Some artists can just come in here and just throw things at the wall and a bunch of it'll stick and it's amazing. Some artists, you really have to have that improv like prepared. And by improv, basically they come in and just do like ad libs over the top of the record and just try different little things and see what hits. And yeah, it's just normal pop production stuff. Love it.
또
Oh, baby.
다음 거 일단 해볼게. 잠깐만 넘어갔다가 가자. 그렇게 하면 돼.
Love it. Dude's killing it.
감히 바바바 나를 괴롭힌 뭔가.
오이.
It's you and me in this world. 내게로 다시 와.
Jake is struggling a little bit with vocals. It sounds like he almost kind of just woke up or something. I know that Jake is an incredible vocalist and he's probably just having a rough day. He'll probably get through it though. He'll get it.
그 타이밍하고 뒤에
네.
호흡까지 좀 연결해 볼게.
네. It's you and me in this world. 내게로 다시 와 type me.
Second part was good.
들어볼게요.
네. It's you and me in this
Yeah, he's playing it back so Jake can get an idea for what he needs to adjust.
Just come kiss me and bite me.
There it is. Nice.
전체적으로 어디서 해볼게요.
내게로 다시 와 type me. 날 구원할 거라면 just come kiss me and bite me.
어때?
전 좋은 것 같아.
Yeah, he nailed it. Let's go, Jake.
Just come over and bite me.
Oh, he's got an interesting tone.
오케이. 이거 살려서
It's a little bit throaty, I guess.
이거는 증거. Just come over and bite me.
It's distinctive. I like it.
Come here and get some 이런 느낌.
Come here and get some.
Yeah, sometimes you have to help the artist by singing the part, really get them into the groove. And it helps to sing to a singer what you want them to sing sometimes. Not every time though.
이제 너를 원해 had a bed. 운명은 우리 다시 발견했지.
Dude's saying spot on though. Heck yeah.
조금 뒷부각으로 타면은
Try to feel the beat in the back. What does that mean? There's millions of vocal techniques and recording techniques and engineering techniques, but one of the things that is super common in pop music since the Beatles has been double tracking your vocals. And so you record your vocal part and then you record it one or more times exactly the same way, and it just adds this kind of stereo, kind of phasey sound to the vocals. It's used in pop production just all the time, and I think that's what they're doing here. I love it.
Some 남겨줘 on my name.
Ooh, I like his vocals. He's got a little bit more of a like an earthy, grovelly tone.
Come here we get some. 남겨줘 on my name.
Yeah, that works for his vocal
그
really,
On
really
My
well.
Neck도 여기도 하는데 좀만 더 누르면 더 멋있을 것 같아.
네.
Love it.
Some 남겨줘 on my name. 네 거라 증거.
Yeah.
Just come over and bite me.
Love it. Dude, they're killing it. By the way, if there's any other clips that you guys want me to check out, throw those down in the comments. I'm absolutely loving this. And if there's more from Enhypen that you want me to check out, throw those down in the comments too. I try my best to read all the comments that I can. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.